Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are testing out another new course. New to us, Osage Grove. Let me know down in the comments if you have ever heard of it or have played here. I think we're in Pleasant Plain, Ohio. Honestly, I don't know where I'm at. It was like an hour away from me, so not too bad. Multiple pads, multiple pin locations, it looks like. The most popular, red pad, which I think is the short pad to the short pin position. I don't know if that's a mistake to play that layout, but that's what we're playing. I just never know when I come to a new course. It's hit or miss. The other day, me and Kevin went to Lincoln Ridge. I don't know if you guys caught that video, but I definitely put us on the wrong layout. So hopefully today we got a good layout. Tighten up the sneakers here, Idio Sports. Big shout out to them, keeping my feet dry during these morning dewy rounds. Use code SYNCUPMAX for some money off at checkout. Also, shout out to the person that found my Wraith. I got it back the other day from Mount Airy. Huge help. Thank you so much. It's kind of cool that the T-pads are legitimately red. I was not expecting that. Hole 1 says 260. Looks like we're just going around the corner left. Throwing 2 off of 1, probably Praxis and Jawbreaker Zone. I think that's a little too left. And that's too short. Skip. Looks like the fairways are going to be relatively clean and they have mowed paths for you to walk, but there is some thick stuff on the sides, so we definitely don't want to find too much of that. Every time I play a new course, I lose a disc, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Wow. Oh, I couldn't do it twice, but we got our first birdie on hole 1 of the new course. Hole 2 is a tough one to film, but it's just a chip forehand, about 200 feet. I'm gonna go with my 4-time zone. That's money. You can make the forehand work, but truthfully, when you're on a tee pad, it almost makes you want to throw like a subtle backhand turnover. It's kind of amazing how peaceful it is right now. Birds chirping, great temperature. Not a soul out here. This is awesome. We got 325 feet, dead straight on hole 3 here, going buzz. Oh, I slipped. Get there at least. Give me a putt. Yeah, it's there. Just about. There's a pretty big slope behind the basket. So on the tee pad, I was actually thinking about going forehand, but if you air it too far, you're gonna be way down that hill. But the problem with landing left of the basket is now you're putting at the downhill. Nice. I'm not even gonna test my luck on a second one. Wow, what a scenic hole and a beautiful tee pad. I love when they build a little barrier and put gravel around it. I think it just looks so nice. 300 feet, it looks like it's just a slow drifting turnover backhand. Maybe with a detour. Get going. What a shot. You guys need to buy Detour. FoundationDiscs.com. I don't know if they have any right now, but look at the link down below. Go shop for a Detour on that site. I have talked so much about the Detour. Every time I throw it, I'm like, you guys gotta buy one, but I'm telling you, I probably throw Detour more than the Buzz at this point, which is shocking. But they go so far, they have great glide, they're easy to flip up. Beautiful disc. As I keep passing the long blue pads, I will say, they do look pretty challenging, at least a few of them. So that might be another trip that I have to make. Maybe come up here with the boys because they look fun. Hole 5, 265. It's relatively straight, but it does finish right. I think I'm gonna try to forehand my Athena, see if we can get to the basket. Little short right, but I think we have a look. If you guys are enjoying this content, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. 100 subscribers away from 8,000. We have almost done it. So I need your guys' help. I know a lot of you guys forget to hit that button, so I'm reminding you right now. This is insane. This looks like absolute jail, and I'm 15 feet away from the basket. I need to start stretching. I don't know if I can get my foot behind this or not. This is maybe the most awkward thing I've ever done. No. That is so hard. I definitely like how they've put some of these arrows pointing to the next tee pad. Makes it a little easier, and I don't have to pull out my phone every single time to check U-disc. So that's nice. The basket is about 240 feet, and it's tucked on the left side. There's also another one that's way down there. That's either the long position or just to a different hole, I'm not sure. Trying to decide what to do. That basket's really guarded, so I need to get far enough around the guardian trees to have a putt. I was thinking buzz, but I think I'm gonna go fairway instead. Oh, that's terrible. Good thing this grass is sticky. That is basically what I wanted to do, and that's right next to the basket. Still cut it inside, but it made it there. A little psycho for playing the approach like that. I figured I'd land by that Athena and then I'd have an easy putt, but should have just played the backhand around. That would have been way smarter. Well, but we are gonna have ourselves our first bogey, which is a bummer considering our start. Something that I like so far is that even though we're playing the short pads, we still have lines to hit, and it's pretty technical. The start was a little easy, but as we moved into the woods, we have lines that if we don't hit them, we don't birdie. Hole 7, we got 245 through the gap, bends a little left. Kind of up in the air on what to throw, if I want to throw fairway or mid-range. I think I want to throw fairway. I'm gonna go with a leopard 3. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, tough par save. Man, gave myself a straddle putt too, which I hate. Hit the freaking tree. Back-to-back bogeys. I suppose that's what makes disc golf fun and a true challenge. It's always an up and down battle. We start 4 for 4, take 2 bogeys, now we're trying to climb back up the hill. Hole 8 says it's 250 feet. Though I don't know where it's at. Probably another backhand turnover. You might be able to get away with the forehand as well, but the basket sits right. Your first shot is a little uphill, so it might play farther than that 250. There it goes. It could be left of the basket, but we have a look. Something to quickly note, from the tee pad it is uphill, but then it kind of dips right here and goes back uphill. So if you don't get your height right, like we threw it too low, I thought it was gonna be perfect, it's gonna just crash into the second hill. So we came up quite a bit short. Still manageable, but I thought we were gonna be a lot closer. What a putt. Another really cool looking hole here. Basket I see is on the left, 280 feet. Pretty big gap on the right. You just wanna fade one over there. Once again, deciding between a buzz or a fairway. I kind of want to go Athena here. Okay, I think the problem is when I go fairway, I'm trying to take too much off of it, and then I just don't hit my line. But when I go mid-range, I'm throwing it hard, I feel confident, so I get it up in the air and I hit my line. That's my theory. And my theory seems correct. That was a little wide, but it worked out. Never know, maybe it's all for the highlight. Oh, thought that might kick off the tree and in. That might go in. All right, there's 9 holes. We're currently sitting at 2 down. 4 birdies, 2 bogeys. At the start of this round, I'm like, we're gonna cook. 4 for 4 start, and then we slowed up. So hopefully on this back 9, we can get some more birdies tacked onto that score. Just noticed this. That's really cool. Right at this green. Hole 10, we're looking right at it. 220 feet. Big gap on the left. So I'm thinking jawbreaker zone. It's almost automatic when I can throw that disc. Now we have to get the birdie because I said that. Here we go. Finally found another one. Hole 11 says it's a par 4 at 355, so pretty soft par 4, I would say, but I assume the blue pad is a par 4, so they just do the same for the red. I think to get the eagle, you go forehand flex, something that's turning and then fades back out. I'm gonna try my Wraith. First throw, reunited with it. Nope. All right, take it back. Who returned that to me? Let me try to cheat the system and go just overstable. That's what I wanted to do. That's probably close to the basket. I need to remember that that Wraith is getting pretty beat in, so I can't flex it as steep as I used to be able to. That was part of my problem. The other part is my forehand has sucked recently. From here though, I think I can just go zone, pop it up there, get the bird. Kind of a challenging par 3, but a very easy par 4. This basket is down on the right side, 280 feet. Looks like a pretty simple backhand straight at it. Going buzz. Beat that. Oh, dang it. Throw another detour. Flipped up just a little too much, but a lot better. Oh, so close, just a little higher. Hole 13, 335. If it's a true 335, that is pretty much perfect distance for my leopard 3. Come on, get over there. We'll find out. I can't see the basket from the tee pad. My distance was pretty good, just a little bit more hyzer. A little high. That's better. Hole 14, just a chip shot, 260 going zone. Perfect. The whole course hasn't been overly difficult since we're playing from the short pads, but I think the front 9 might have been harder than the back, at least this far. I've only played, what, 4 holes back here, but this was pretty easy. The last one was easy. The par 4 was super easy, so still really enjoying it. Could definitely see myself coming out here again. Worth making the trip for. I'm having a blast out here. Hole 15, 210 right at it. There might be water behind the basket though, so maybe have to come in soft. Jawbreaker zone it is. Go in the basket. That'd be so awesome. Kind of want to throw the Praxis too. See if I can be touchy with a little turnover. Not terrible. This is pretty neat. They built this up and there's a basket placement up there. So if you come in short, hit that wall, roll all the way down this hill. And there's not water back here like I thought. Maybe it used to be a creek, but it's just a ditch now. 16, we got another par 4, 395. The basket sits on top of a hill, pretty straight out there, honestly. As long as we have a good drive, I feel like this will be pretty easy. I'm gonna go trail. Oh, 2 turn? That is not a good drive. Puts us right behind a couple trees. A little challenge, I suppose. See if I can get a zone there or not. Down. Oh, that's tough. If I'm being 100% honest, that might be our basket. Not that one. So just know that we might have to play to this basket again. Well, that says 16, but this could be 16 long, maybe, and that's 16 short. Oh my goodness. My putter's been on fire for the most part. 17, little uphill, 280 feet. When I'm in between, we go mid-range. So that's what we're doing. See if it pays off. It hit something hard. I can't see the basket from the tee pad, so hopefully it's good. All right, so I guess the blue and red pad, this is the red pad, But I guess they were flip-flopped, like the red was supposed to be over there. That's what a local just told me. This is a pretty tough turnover shot. Nope. Now, I can't really film this for you guys very well, but we're just gonna see where a zone lands. Nope. I just went directly into the rough. Lots of spider webs in here. Oh my gosh. They're all over. All right, just a little get out of here. Hopefully take the bogey. Sit. Oh, that was a rough one. That was like the roughest hole of the day. All right, there you guys have it. Osage Grove. What a beautiful park. I loved it. I don't know if that's because I played really well, but it was the best experience that I've had playing a new course. Probably because I could see like all of the baskets, so I knew where I was going. We shot an 8 under par. We lit it up on the back 9 until that last hole, which we bogeyed. But 3 bogeys out here. Not terrible for the first time playing it. Next time I definitely have to come and test out the blue pads. I was just talking to a local and he was saying they're rough, especially in the summer. Plus, if you're not in the fairways, it is pretty rough. Luckily, we stayed in the fairways today playing the shorts. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun. Let me know if you have been here before. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.